Hi everyone, this is Paul O'Sullivan. I'm one of the co-founders of ATM English. I'm from America. I've been asked to do the first interview for our series on different educators in China. Now, I've been in this market, I guess, for quite some time, 20 years now actually. And in that capacity, I've worked teaching kindergarten all the way through college. I've worked with all different publishers, both foreign and domestic, edutech companies, different schools, just almost every different type of company in education. So and I've helped write a few books, edited a few books, things like that. So yeah, I have a lot of background in this field. One of the things I guess that's really important is that ATM is very important in introducing change into the Chinese education system. Many people think that it's hard to change the Chinese education system, and it is because it's a very top-down model. But ATM introduced reading back in 2013 and 2014 in the Chinese education market. And back then, nobody was doing it. A few big companies and publishers had tried, but it never got traction in the market. The reason why ATM was different was because we were teacher trainers. We concentrated on the teachers. Everybody else was concentrating on the parents, or they were concentrating on the schools, on the lao bans, on the principals, but nobody took the time to teach the teachers how to teach reading. And we were the first ones to do it, and after that, and trust me, it was not easy. I remember in the beginning, I mean, I don't know if I should tell you, but yeah, any school who bought our reading system, I would go there for like 100 hours and teach all their teachers how to do reading. And that's what people are more interested in, having my 100 hours. And then we had to build a library, and then after people saw the library, they're like, oh, that's what you're talking about. Because back then, nobody was teaching reading. And I think that's the point, is what was so difficult is that the Chinese system is so old, it's so rooted in tradition that it's hard to change, because everybody wants a result-based curriculum, a result-based system, which is the Gaokao, which is testing, which are numbers. And then you introduce a skill-based system, which reading, phonics, critical thinking, all these type of things, they're skill-based, they're not result-based. And when you try to introduce that into the market, it's not easy. So you have to work with the teachers. You can't just give it straight to the parents. You can't just give it straight to the principals, because they're thinking in one way, and then this way of teaching reading is completely different. It's skill-based. So this is where the market needs companies like ATM, educators like ATM, educators and trainers who can be the bridge. So this is, I think, the role that we fulfill. I hope we do a good job. I know we've introduced many concepts, and that's another big problem, is that whenever we introduce a concept, it takes 2 or 3 years before the market catches up. I remember back in 2014, we were talking about the 4 C's. And then now, finally, it's 2019, 2020, everybody's talking about the 4 C's. So it takes time. And I think that's, something that, yeah, we have to work on that, because we are trying to change education. Now, what I would recommend to teachers who are interested in doing more skill-based and doing things that are higher order thinking, let me just say this. There's an old saying, one of my favorite sayings, that whenever I say it, I hope it resonates, is that the future is already here. It's just unevenly distributed. So the schools, the international schools, all the best schools in China, they're teaching differently than the public schools, or many of the language training centers. And the way they're teaching is the way you guys, or the rest of the market, will be teaching in a couple of years. So you don't have to guess what's new. It's already here. It's what the top schools are teaching. And the best way to learn it is actually to go to America and really study it. If you don't have that chance or the opportunity, just go visit the schools, take a look and see what the teachers are doing. Work with companies like ATM so we can help, like I said, be the bridge. Yeah, my recommendation is go outside, find new things, because Chinese students deserve better than what they're getting. All the rich people, elite people, government people, all this stuff, they opt to send their kids overseas or to international schools. I think most Chinese parents, if they had the chance, they would do the same thing. So everybody wants something new. There is that opportunity, and the answers are out there. Just never ever stop looking. Never ever stop being curious. I guess that's the biggest thing I can leave you with. Always be curious, always be looking, always be learning, okay? So I hope some of that has been helpful. Thank you guys for supporting us and for being there. It does make a difference, and we always enjoy doing training with you guys, okay? So thank you for this opportunity, and yeah, I hope to see you guys later this year when we do some training, all right? Take care.